Okay, so we're going to start today by reviewing our probability vocabulary. And I've got our 5 terms that we really need to know written out. So we'll start with certain. Certain means it definitely is going to happen. There's no possible way that it can't. So if we reach into a bag that has 2 pink circles in it, it is certain that we're going to draw a pink circle out. There are no other choices. It has to be one of those pink circles. And that means if we write it as a fraction, we've got 2 shapes all together, so that's our denominator, and 2 of them are pink circles, that's our numerator. A certain probability means that it's going to be a whole number. It's going to be 1. There's no way that it's not going to happen. Okay? So let's move to likely. Likely means it will probably happen. If we go back to our bag with 2 pink circles in it, and we also throw in a blue circle, we now have a new probability. It's likely to get a pink circle. And we can write that. So we know it's a, let me change this. It's a 2/3 chance to get a pink circle and a 1/3 chance to get a blue circle. And 2/3 is greater than 1/3, so it is more likely to get a pink circle than it is a blue circle. Okay? All right, now let's move to equally likely. We've got our 2 pink circles, and this time we've added 2 blue circles. Now, if we set this up like a fraction, we have a 2 in 4 chance to get a pink circle, and we have a 2 in 4 chance to get a blue circle. It's because we have 2 pink circles. That gives us our numerator for this one, and we have 2 blue circles that gives us our numerator for this one, and we've got 4 shapes in all in the bag. So 2 out of 4 is equal to 2 out of 4. That means it is equally likely to get a pink circle as it is to get a blue circle. That means you can get either one. Okay? Alright, now let's go to unlikely. Unlikely, I'm going to draw the same picture that I did for likely. Got 2 pink circles and a yellow circle. Now, up here, we did 2/3 is greater than 1/3, saying it's more likely to get a pink circle than a blue circle. Well, down here, when we move to unlikely, we're just talking about the blue circle now. It's unlikely that we will get a blue circle if we reach into this bag, because for the exact same reason as above, 2/3 is greater than 1/3. 1/3 of the shapes are blue circles, so that means it's unlikely to get a blue circle. Okay? Now, for impossible, we have a bag with 2 pink circles and a blue circle. And we want to know the probability of getting an orange circle. Well, there aren't any orange circles. So we've got 0 orange circles out of 1, 2, 3 circles in total. Doesn't matter what color they are. So it's impossible to get an orange circle. I mean, there's no way in the entire world that it could possibly happen. No way in the world. There are no orange circles. This is the only time something is impossible, and there's nothing in the bag like it, or there's no option for it to happen. Okay? All right. So let's talk about dice. Your normal die has 6 sides, and each side has a pip on it, a little black circle of different numbers. So 1, 2, and so on. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So there is 1, 1. So that means the odds of getting a 1 are 1, because there's only one of them, out of, and there are 6 sides, each with different numbers, 1 out of 6. Okay? So let's think about the odds of getting a 2. Odds is just another word for the chance of something that happens, the probability. To get a 2, there's only 1 2 on the die, so, oops. So there's only one of them, and there are still 6 sides. They're all different, so it's 1 out of 6. The odds of getting a 3, there's only 1 3 on the die, but there are 6 sides, so it's 1 out of 6 chance. And so on. 4 is 1 out of 6. 5 is 1 out of 6. and 6 is 1 out of 6. That means every time you roll a die, you have a 1 in 6 chance to get any of these numbers. It doesn't matter if it's your first time or your 70th time or your 1000th time. You have a 1 in 6 chance to get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Okay? And that's interesting, just because you have to remember that just because you rolled a 3 on your last roll doesn't mean you can't roll a 3 again. You have a 1 in 6 chance to roll a 3. All right? So just remember that. And remember, writing things as fractions is just like when we did our fraction unit. Our numerator is the possibilities, or how many things are shaded. Just think of it that way. It's how many times it could happen out of your total number of outcomes, total number of happenings. Okay? So, what I want you to do now is go to IA and take the interactive achievement test that's there. Good luck.